Hey guys, I played a game that I thought would be kind of fun to look at. Nothing too particularly interesting, uh, but it's interesting to me. So let's take a look. It's an even game, no Comey. I'm white, and black forms this well-known formation. His Shamari's facing the unfinished corner. So when I come in, he's ready to take action. It's a well-known shape. And just so you know, if we just transfer that black stone over, then now when I approach, I'm on a friendly side, and I mean, there's no pinch or anything that's significant. So it's kind of it's a big difference. Okay, all regular. And then here, this is a side move instead of a center move. I'm sorry, side instead of corner. Now, just to remind everyone, one of these moves, I do that all right? Yeah, there you go. One of these moves is considered 8 points. And let's back that up just a little bit. Let's consider this move. And we ask, how big is it? What's the value of this stone? That's extremely hard to say because it has no points, right? White can live in the corner. It's hard to count this. And the 4-4, white can just live in the corner. How do you count that move? Well, here's one we can count. The corner entirely belongs to black. And we're saying that's 8 points. Now, we're just going to look at this a little bit just to get all our ducks in a row, as it were. If we look at the upper left black group, white doesn't really have the right to come into that. Let's put a white stone here. If white's here and it's white's move, well, all of a sudden we're reducing black. See what I mean? It's our right to reduce black. So when someone comes closer to you, you become smaller unless you immediately react, right? White, black, he gets the entire amount. But we generally don't play that way. Okay, so 8. Unless when someone approaches, it's less. So if we imagine white and black ignores, then it'll be less than 8. But if black responds, then it's 8. Okay, 8. Now, let's do that again. Here, one stone is worth 8. Another stone, 8 and 8, 16. So when we count it, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16. 8 and 8, 16. Let's do it one more time. To some of you, this is kindergarten, and that's fine. But to some of you, it's like, hey, I've never really seen that before. 3 times 8 should be about 24. And when we count all of the stuff, comes up to 24. Okay. So those moves are worth 8. A move on the side, 5. So when he played side instead of corner, that's an immediate loss. There's no reason to play on the side when he could have played in the corner, therefore it's less. One other thing to look at here. Let's look at boom, 8 and 8. Now let's count this one. We just said that on the side is 5, but we get an, let's call it 1.5 points extra here, because the side move is working with the corner move. We'll call it a point extra. So 5 plus 1 plus 1. I said 5.5 because then it gets us up to 8, right? So in theory, this move is as big as a corner because it's working with both corners. But AI comes along and says, that's not really true. It's still just a side move and not as big as you think. Okay, so that was all stated. So we see this move is small. Okay. I'm going to play in a corner. What I do to decide which corner is, I look at the left. I'm not impressed. It's a low group. They're too far apart. I don't see anything special going on there. This one, I kind of do see something special going on. Black can grow the top well. Now look at this side. We may as well go back to see it in context. This side, low. Top has some height. This one has low. Okay, so top seems biggest. That's why I went there. So I get both. Thank you. It's not time for this move, but it's a great move to know. Let's give it a little bit of context here. Let's have black play. We'll have him play here just because I want white center. White. Okay. Black's not thrilled with being pinched here, right? So we're going to look at the extend to here. It's kind of a trick. White can now kill that stone. Okay, let's have white kill it. And now we ask, how many extra points did white get? I don't know, 2, 3, 3-ish, 4 maybe. Black got great strength to his little area and to the outside. His health is no issues whatsoever. So this is way in black's favor. So we play this when our 2 stones on the left, we want something, but we don't need, so we play here. We don't plan on saving that stone. Just play away, and I want white to take that stone. It's better for me. And if white doesn't take it, then in endgame, I get a very nice move for points, health, everything. Okay. But here, there's no reason to play it yet. Doesn't mean it's necessarily bad. Depends on what happens here. Here, okay. Not great, but we'll just say it's okay. And then black leaves it. Okay. Seeing as how his A group is certainly fine, and the B stones aren't that big right now, they've already served to make white's corner not out of control, which I have big questions about. It's not right in this case. Let's look at why. Before too long, black may well wish to fight for the entire corner. Oh, but is his left side up? I mean, white's going to get a wall here. Yeah, the left side's already taken care of for black. Black's not risking anything by giving white this outside strength. So there's no reason not to wait till you might want the corner, or at least share the corner. Look at worst case here. Oh, wow, white got this great outside. Well, doesn't work on the left. Black's already stable there. All of a sudden, that A stone is really in a perfect spot. I dare you to attack me. It's just no way to attack black now. So hopefully you can see why this black move is like, well, that's not quite right. You're giving white the corner when it wasn't white's and supporting your A stone by sacrificing the B stones doesn't make sense. Okay, black kicks. Check this out. Let's say I stand. That's the kick and stand is what that's called. Now, this Shamari loves to extend and extends and makes the white group feel a bit choked. So this becomes a wonderful move. Now, later, I'll be looking at this cut, which doesn't work at the moment, but I'll be looking at that cut. But certainly it's nothing for the moment. Okay. So I don't like this white move in the slightest. So instead, I get great security on the right. I'm alive, I'm settled, no problems. I can't get pinched by anything. Yeah, so that's a nice exchange. And if black continues, I'm still fine. I'll walk away. If it continues here, I'm fine to walk away. Okay, so I think we're caught up to here. Here. This is a little lacking. Let's look at why. Let's imagine white's here and black has played something else somewhere else. Okay, I'm looking again for this cut. Well, to work with the cut, where do I want my original white stone to be? Here. So if the board looks like this is a very powerful move. This is Sente to kill something. Specifically because the A stone is threatening two cuts. Okay. But in the game, that doesn't exist. So there is no threat to cut at A. So black needs nothing here at all. This looks like a defensive move, right? Like he's trying to defend his group. I don't see it. Instead, I think it's a perfectly healthy group that can withstand anything. So, for instance, if black wants to play here, he's not afraid of, once I get there, the pinch, because white's the one with weak groups, not black. And if white says, I better live, well, now we can play a growing move, a territorial move, do more than just a little extension. We're just kind of looking at, what is he thinking about? Now, he's only 3Q, but there's a lot of less than 3Qs out there that are like, hey, wait a minute, that makes sense. I would just love it if some of you guys heard what I'm saying and go, man, that makes sense. And all of a sudden you start playing better. You have any idea how happy that would make me? Okay. Now, It's a couple ideas. So if I were to play here and he does nothing, and I get this move in and he does nothing, now there's feelings like I have an invasion coming. But that's an awful lot of preparation with him ignoring. And nothing works there unless I get both those moves in. So what else? A black move here doesn't bother me at all because I've got, not only do I have extra space, but I have a helping stone that I'm very happy to sacrifice. So I'm not feeling attacked at all. So that's not interesting. Well, then I'm thinking about a nice big move. Next, I can drop down. The bottom's looking good, except that it's just a big gap there. So yeah, I'm playing in a big area, right? Okay, it's a big area, and that's good enough. But I didn't see a future. And then I look here and I go, well, first of all, it's not a small area. And if I can just capture those, that's very pleasant. On top of which, this move starts to, if I get both those moves in, there's a little bit of a future here. Not a great future, but something worthwhile. So anyway, that's why I chose this move. I'm not in the slightest bit secure that it's best, but it seems to make some sense. I'm sure it's at least 85, 90%. Notice he makes the smallest step possible. You can't go smaller than that. Let's look at this one. They're both one-step things. And notice that black is simply catching up with white, allowing white to get ahead. Or white gets ahead. Same thing here. It's just white can simply get ahead. So black needs to do more than that. Let's just take a look at the knight's move. And we'll have white say, "You fool, I have cut you." Black got way more out of this than white did. White got for actually 5 points on a group that was absolutely alive. Black ended up getting more center, thick into the center, more than 5 points, and some support to an okay group. But bigger for black. So that would be better. Just come out faster. Get out. Here. The big question is my A group. Does it need a stone? Well, he can't surround me. So the need isn't urgent. I have contact moves at B if I need any extra help. If I could find a way of counterattacking the C stone, the C group, that would be great. Well, look at that. All of a sudden, his group is behind enemy lines. That totally bothers his group. And I get to play in that big area that might have been better anyway. I thought that was a great move. It's like sort of attacks. So it's a big move, which sort of attacks, sort of defends, and the attack and defend wouldn't work right now anyway. So it sets up for it. I thought it was a good move. He plays here. This is not right. That's not a big area. He should like go on the attack, right? Maybe if he can do this, that would be great. If not, maybe put in some forcing moves. Let's just look at the forcing moves. Oh, white's in trouble. So I'd have to give him something on the bottom to make my left side good. Anyway, so he plays here passive, off topic. That's not, no one's talked about that area. It's a small mention. Anyway, I think if I run out, he runs out. All I'm doing is helping him invade my bottom area, making my K4 stone weak. So, well, let's go the other way. Let's go that way. Now, there's a proverb here that I recently learned from a pro. And to use the proverb, we want to consider the idea that A is a weak group because it's on this board position, it's not connected home at all. Now, I don't want to say it's a weak group, but rather in a fight, black can now fight with it. So the idea is the quote is, have your two weak groups run in opposite directions, in different directions. So if I run towards A gets hurt. If I run away from A doesn't get hurt. Okay, so principle. He sees he's well behind enemy line, so he gets out, again, in a passive way. He could do more than this. I get the great shape move. Gives me a very solid eye in Sente. Oh, that's big. Black needed to play that right away. Boom, I've got it. I can't play here because it connects under. That means I play here, but then he got the big stuff and I don't have my eye, and it's still his move. So he can like just start running out. Okay. Runs out this way, passively. I get my move in. And you see that I was thinking about this for a while. There's a chance this is a bit premature, but I'm seeing him as a one-eyed group here. If this is premature, then I would want to limit him from coming into my bottom area and start the attack. But I thought, let's do this first. Now, which one's right? How am I supposed to know? But do I feel good about this? Yes. Why? He will not be hurting my B corner at all. I mean, my B corner is totally self-sufficient. No, not even a thought, right? The A group can run to B, can run out to the center, can bother that black stick on the left. I don't see A being in trouble. So I don't feel a need to come back and do the peep and attack. No, let me do something else for a while. This whole time I was wondering if he knew the trick, and once he plays here, I go, okay, he knows the trick. Great. I don't mind getting these points. I mean, look at him. That looks like a one-eyed group. He comes out. Great. I come out. Now, you can't play this move unless you've read this out, right? You have to be able to read this out. So if there had happened to have been a black stone at D7, I couldn't play this because he has Atari Connect. But I did read it out. So many moves can be glances. Well, you don't read it out. You just give a brief, tiny look, and you're like, yeah, it's fine. But this I do, okay, like a boom, boom, little tiny half-second, 3-move readout. Whoop, and that was fine. Okay. Sound effects and all. Okay, my first thought here, because this is a getting out move with some shape, rather than this which does not step out to the right, only gives the thickness. The reason I didn't play that is because this is Sinte, and this is a great move for black. I mean, that helps his, I mean, does my peep work anymore? I don't know. I mean, it's real, this move really helps black. So I said, no, I'll just, oh, I did this first. My apologies. I did that. And then I didn't. Just a second. Where are we here? Boom, boom. I didn't fix it all. Oh, that was really smart of me. That was really smart. Let's look at why. I forgot I did that. I'm smarter than I thought I was. Okay, let's check it out. Black cuts me. Oh my God, I'm cut. Yes, I am cut. But I'm out. I sacrificed one stone, and now look at his stick on the left. It's over. It's done. It's like horrible for him. Okay, so if I can sacrifice that stone, then let's start with the probe and the surround. Go ahead, bub. Cut me. I dare you. So a wonderful sequence for white. I remember being happy about this and out of my habits. I've been trying to break out of my habits recently. And this is actually, I'm just going to fix my cut, right? I do so much teaching and go where it's like, no, just fix your cut. You know, get up to 5Q, get up to 3Q. And I've been playing at the higher levels for a while. So I attack. Good time for a peep. Does not hurt my group. And connect under. Notice I treated the A stone as if it was a sacrifice stone. And I did the main task of getting the entire thing out while surrounding and growing points and everything. Okay. Okay. Now I have to be aware I've got the weakness at A. I don't care about the B weakness. That's not part of the equation. That's only a helping stone, at least in my present viewpoint. So I'm cut at A and I have a weakness at B. I have to make sure those aren't going to come back and hurt me. At the moment, they're fine. Okay. Then if I simply, now he can cut off my A group, but here I am adding to it and getting it out. We'll see how it goes. Boom, boom, surround. Now, turns out I can do that. Great. Okay, he cuts. What was my fear? Well, I already read out my A weakness. That's not a problem. The problem is my whole B group. I already spent CDE getting out. Okay. It's funny hearing myself talk because I get so excited about these little tiny nothings. But I do get excited by them. And it's like I so hope that there's some TinQ that can start going, hey, I think I can do that. I think you can too. So I fix. You bet. Here, I assumed he was dead. When I didn't kill him, I assumed I had made a mistake. After I went back after the game and took a look, it's like, oh no, I can't kill. Okay. So, oh, I have separated you. No, you haven't. And then I go, well, of course I have. Then all of a sudden realize I can't separate him because he just kills. Oh, So the normal pattern doesn't work here for me because he has some thickness on his wall. So that's when I assumed, oh, I needed to go that way instead. Because then I can say Atari, and then he's separated. Yeah, but he's still alive. So it didn't work. Okay, so I shouldn't have felt bad. Now, in the game, I did something that, again, I was proud of because I'm, again, trying to break out of habits. Go boom, boom, boom. Oh, darn, I misplayed it. Let me just, and then the thing happened. Don't beat yourself up. Don't start wallowing. Simply secure your position like that. Everything's fine. You don't need to kill A. A spent how many moves there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 or more moves for how many points? 0. White is simply ahead. So just secure and go about your game. Okay. Usually I'll just beat myself. Oh, I'm such an idiot. That kind of thing. Start playing bad, trying to catch up when there's nothing to catch up. Now, he went ahead and saved when he didn't need to. We forgive him. He's only 3Q. This is the move I chose to try to get as much as possible in this center right area. What I pictured was the most common, something like this. He gets a nice corner, but my center/right position is really quite territorial. Very strong, lots of territory, hard for black to do anything here. He came in. So if you're in the habit, and I really hope you'll start getting in the habit of doing, little 2, 3 move readouts. So in your head, you just immediately look at this position in your head, right? It's the first thing to think about. And you just look at that position. You don't read out, you look at the position in your head. Oh, I'm so low and flat on the right. This doesn't look nice at all. Then you think differently. Well, what else can I do? And then you notice, well, his A stone is inside my area. It's behind enemy lines. So I can just run to the corner, take his points away. I kept coming. Get my group out. Look at that weak black group. Now, I'm not saying it's dead. I don't care if it's dead. It's beside the point. I secure my group with points. He's now has a heavy group inside my area. Now I can cut that. Erg. See all the cuts there? I've taken all the corner points, lived big time, and he's left with weaknesses. So that's the goal here. If it was going to go this way, I would do it immediately. This is just game winning. It's so bad. But he can just say Atari and here, and there's no counterplay to speak of. I wasn't ready to play it anyway. So I thought now's the time to, let's go back to the position and look. My A group, it doesn't have a base because I'm so weak there. So I give it a base. And notice that A that I wanted to make, which sets up for the B, Oh, I love playing this move. I love playing this move. It has so many purposes now. I can start thinking about the cut at C once I get my group in order. But it starts here. Saves the cut. I'm not ready. I'm going to get some more strength. What am I going to do? That stone's alive. I'm behind enemy lines. I don't like this. So I play out an in-game. Now I'm either alive or amazingly near life. I haven't read out, am I actually alive? But give me a break. There's no way he can kill me until later when I'm completely surrounded or something. I don't know. But at the moment, I'm fine. Now that's that's a pass, right? 1 point in reverse sente, very, very small. So a free move. Yeah, I thought I just turned the corner. Oh, great. Keep coming. Here. I will not be hurting the A group. Then why would I come out at B? What would the meaning be? What's the purpose? I can't think of one. So come under where the points are. Ooh, I like points. Oh, I like them. Oh, I like it. Big. Remember, I caught A. I'm alive at A. I'll keep coming this way. Keep coming. Sure. I'm alive. Keep coming. How many points has he created so far? Near zero. But I've taken away, I don't know, 15, gained 5. So I'm like 20 points ahead in this sequence. Come on under. Look at that corner dime in the upper right. Can you see it? Boom, boom. Oh, sure, that's your right. Okay, monkey jump. In this case, it's gote. And let's play it out showing the gote. Boom, 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 fix. I don't need to respond. Okay. So this is still a great move because black can play here and now ignore. Let's explain that. Black plays here. White says, just a second, I have to read it out first. Boom. White plays here. Why do I play there? That's a weird move. Why don't I make this exchange and then I'll walk away and he takes in gote. So that whole sequence was good for black. That's why playing this move is correct. He should now play away. He stayed there. That's a real small move. I come out, look at his upper right corner. He wants some center. Sure. No, you're not killing me. Sure, I'll live. I'm not even sure I need to. Sure looks troubled to me. Dead. He played a little bit, and it's just nothing. So he dies. Hello. So that's it. I thought there were a lot of interesting things to look at. I'm kind of obsessed with the reasons behind things. And there's my wife. You can ask her. It's just like she can't understand why I would ask those questions. Say, because I'm obsessed with wanting to know why. Why this? Why that? But in Go, it works out because that's how you get better is by having a reason to play your moves. Okay, everybody. Hope it was helpful. Catch y'all later. Bye.